if it's cold out, people should be buying beans. If it's hot out, people should be buying like
Are
fucking
beans
sunscreen.
are
I don't
beans a
know.
cold food?
God damn, that intro song fucks. My name's Foster.
My name is Wyatt. I forgot I'd introduce my
Yes.
name.
No, that's okay. We didn't really talk about it. We're changing up the intro because this is Game Serial. Fuck Indie Roulette. We're consolidating. We've been bought out by ourselves. And this is a channel where we talk games, we review indie games, we tell them how we feel. We know what we're talking about. So if you disagree with us, yeah, fuck you. You're wrong. All of our opinions are final. And that's just the fucking name of the game.
If there's one thing that hasn't changed, it's I want to sink small indie companies.
Yep.
I will not rest until every game company is a big AAA studio.
Yeah, we're actually working for Tencent.
I got bought out by 2K.
Shit, you too? First, I want to start this out with some shout outs. First off, shout out to the one guy. We know you're a guy. All of our viewers are male except our girlfriends.
Our viewers are males in their 30s, according to YouTube.
So, just based off those stats, shout out to the 130-something-year-old man who subscribed to our channel and said some very nice things in the comments. Genuinely, like, it's super kind. It made my day when I found that out. Also, shout out to Alec. This is my sister's boyfriend. At this point, he's family. That doesn't do it justice. He's a podcast producer. He hooked us up with some really, really cool art for the podcast and has helped out with getting things on streaming services and stuff. So now you're able to find this anywhere on any podcast service and on YouTube where you can see the gameplay breakdown and stuff. So they are awesome. And then also Wyatt, I want to shout you out.
Hey, I was gonna shout out myself too, so I appreciate that. You kind of beat me to the punch, but you know, I'd like to shout out myself for always showing up. You know,
you're nothing if not humble. But for real, because I edited the Faith video, that shit took me time. I was very tired. It was tough, and I appreciate you for editing the other videos and all the other videos forever because I never want to do it again. We're feeling very good and very, very ready to review Grocery Store Simulator, the game that you chose last week.
Game of the year, possibly.
Some might think that. The 70-year-old man in the comments on Steam might think that. He had 104 hours in this game, and he loved it. And that's pretty great.
That's commitment.
I mean, did you read the comment? Did you go find it after I mentioned it?
No.
He's like, this is a great game. I really struggle with the movement, but I just bought a gaming mouse, and now it's getting easier. And it was like a pretty long paragraph. And yeah, he had written the review at 2.5 hours. And then he had 104 hours logged.
Oh my god, yeah, he's got 108 now.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I am so happy. He's probably just in like a retirement home, like grinding this game, which is so fantastic. Wouldn't be my choice of game to play. But we'll get into that and all of our thoughts and feelings after you read us the Steam game breakdown, and then we kind of talk about the gameplay for all the audio listeners that aren't watching it on the YouTube feed.
Yeah, so Grocery Store Simulator. Run your own grocery store. Scan items, place and stock shelves, set prices, order products, manage your warehouse, and customize your store. Play solo or team up with friends in a 4-player co-op mode to expand your business in this first-person game. It is from Feck Games. Sorry, FEKK Games. It is, I assume, their only game. Oh no, their other game was Grocery Store Simulator Prologue.
Which is just it's like basically a free demo of Grocery Store Simulator.
Yes. So I guess we can go over the core gameplay mechanics of Grocery Store Simulator before we get into our opinions on it.
Yeah, well, thankfully there's not much there to really talk about.
So you walk around your store. Yep. You spawn in and you get a store. You get to name it. You get
wait, what did you name your store?
I think my store was called Beans and Rice or something. Beans and Oats.
My store was called Sweaties.
My initial plan was to only sell the baked beans and the apple cinnamon oatmeal. But I gave up on that after about a day or two of it. So you get your store. They give you a cashier area and they give you a little stock area in the back, and that's it. And I think they maybe give you one little shelf too to like stock stuff up. And the core of the game is you buy items on this computer. So you buy goods and like sometimes materials or structures to help your store.
Structures is funny.
It's about the best description you can give to the things they let you get.
Like more shelves, and like you can get like refrigerators and like more carts and like self checkouts eventually and stuff like that. Like anything you'd find in a grocery store.
Cardboard cutouts of humans for whatever reason. And
cactuses. You can buy cactuses.
Yeah, you can buy neon lights too later on.
I bought a cardboard cutout of like myself essentially. I put it up in the store, except then I would close the store and then like out of the corner of my eye see it and get freaked out because I would think there's a customer standing in the corner.
Yeah, I put my cardboard cutout to stare over the customer's shoulder as I check them out, but then occasionally I'd be at the cashier mart and I'd be like, why is this bozo still staring here like after he's checked out? And I'd be like, oh, never mind.
Look who's the bozo now.
Yeah. So you order supplies, a little truck comes by, you pick up your food and you put it on the shelf, and then you can price it. You can then open your store and sell it, and customers will come by and they'll choose what they want based on your selection, or they'll go, oh, they don't have what I want in stock, and then walk out or whatever they do. And they come up to the register and they put the food on, and then you have to go and scan the items, which was easy, right?
Mm-hmm. Just click them.
Just click the items, and then they will say they're either going to pay you in cash or credit. What they say doesn't matter. They decide on their own merit after they say that they're going to pay you in cash or credit. There will be people that walk in and buy an apple and say they're going to pay with a card, then hand you a $50 bill. And it's just like the most, it's a very, very interesting mindset it puts you in. It really just fucks me up every time. But then you go and you have to give them exact change if they pay you in cash, or just type in what they buy and then they leave, and that's it. And that's the entire game.
And it goes over and over, and there's literally nothing else to it. Yeah, you can upgrade your store and like make it bigger and stuff, but like that's the core gameplay loop. That is all I experienced. Haha, I like it.
Now, how far did you get in? What level was your store up to? You know,
I got up to level 3, which is very low. I think there's like 20 levels.
Yeah, I think I only got. I don't know if I got to level 4 or if I had enough to buy level 4, and I instead bought the store expansion because I wanted to see how that looked.
Do you remember? Did it look nice?
It just like expands the walls, but all your shit stays in the same spot. So everything was like conglomerated to the middle of my new store, and I didn't want to go and move everything to the end, so I closed it, and I haven't opened it since. That was the last second I played of it.
What a perfect description of this game.
Yeah. I'll be honest, for the first, I probably played it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours straight when I first, I don't know if it was that long, maybe like an hour straight. When we first got it, and I was loving it for that first hour. I was
really?
I was addicted to the grind of having a ton of people come in. I didn't close my store, which I think was why I liked it. I just kept it open 24/7 and was trying to, order supplies, stock shelves, and check out all the customers all at the same time while just having the biggest pile of boxes that you've ever seen form. Because I didn't want to go one by one, take them to the garbage
Because it
chute.
sucks. Because it sucks so bad to like walk outside with a single box.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you ever get the stocking shelf thing? Like the tray, the rolling tray that you could put like 8 boxes on at once?
No, because you unlocked that at store level 3, and by the time I got to store level 3, I was finished when I had my
Okay.
thoughts for this game. I felt I
So
didn't need to play anymore.
I thought that helped that part for sure because I had about 100 boxes in my back room just smothering everything, and I went and I just took a whole night, and not like a whole like real night, but a whole night in the game, and just packed every single box away because I wanted to clean them all out.
Hmm.
And then from there
Well,
on, my box problem was solved. But
for mine, so when I first started playing, I didn't know that there was a garbage can out front because I was like scrolling through because you can buy another dumpster on the like store thing
yeah,
once you
yeah,
get
you
level
can.
2.
I did also.
Yeah, so I didn't know that you could do that. So I was like, oh fuck, I guess I just gotta keep all these boxes here. And I was playing because I started playing on my Steam Deck and it had controller support, but it was really bad. You had to open like the keyboard up on the Steam Deck screen a lot.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck it, I'll play on my laptop. My laptop's not the greatest, like it's not a super powerful situation at all. And so I was stacking, there was like 50 boxes, and my game was chugging.
Oh no.
It was so bad. And then what I realized was like, the truck comes, right? And you pull the boxes off of this truck and then it drives away. And it's like, what's the fastest way to get rid of these boxes?
Just throw them in the truck.
Put them on the shelf, walk back to the truck, throw them in the truck. That worked for a while, right? And then all of a sudden, one of the times, I threw the box in at the last second as the truck door was closing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, my game stops. And then at like 2 frames a second, it slowly starts like moving forward, like crawling. And then all of a sudden, the like 30 boxes I'd thrown in the truck start exploding out of it.
Oh no.
And for whatever, so I guess the truck is like a constant because it kept all the boxes I'd thrown inside
Yeah.
of the truck, and then they all exploded, and it
Oh
was crazy. And,
no.
like the game totally fell apart at that point, and that was like one of the funniest moments of my time playing the game. But then at the same time, that was when I was like, I think I'm I
You
think
think
I'm
you're
about
cooked?
done here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we pushed it to the limit of what I can endure in a game.
You've choked your grocery store chicken.
I sucked all the air right out of it.
Yeah, so I loved it for the first hour. I was like, this is fun. And then once you realize you have to play for 50 hours if you want to get all the other stuff, which really isn't a lot of stuff. It's like, did you get a fridge? Did you get fridges and
I got
fruits?
the fridge. People really like buying beer, so
Did you get like
it's
the
a
fruit
hot
stand?
seller. I did not get the fruit
Okay,
stand.
I got the fruit
figured
stand, and I don't get it. Why would I want to upgrade my store to level? It must have been level 4 that you get the fruit stand or something. Why would I want to
Mhm.
upgrade it to level 4 and get a fruit stand to sell bananas for 17 cents when I could be selling the blue washing shit that comes in the very first level for like $6 a piece?
Yeah, yeah, I filled an entire shelf with that thing, like an
Yeah,
entire section. I was like, well, this is the best margin, so we're just gonna sell all this shit.
yeah. Like I said,
Yeah, I don't know.
I tried to start my store only selling beans and apple oatmeal, and then I
Mhm.
gave up on that. And then I was like, man, these washing like shits really pop off. So I started selling those a lot more too. But then yeah, you get to fruits and it's like, I don't know if you did you fuck with the prices at all?
I fucked a little bit. Well, because my plan was because I hated giving change to people so much.
So you tried to make it all
'Cause
even.
And so I made everything even, and I literally upped it by like a penny, right? Because it's like 49 cents,
Mm-hmm.
make it 50. And people were like, and just walked out of the store. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I barely changed the prices.
See,
And all of a sudden, people don't want to buy them anymore.
I upped everything by like 20 or 30 cents each, and no one complained. But when there's a 10-cent banana and I put it to 18 cents, people are like, this is insane. Like, why would anyone ever pay for this? Like, you're crazy for putting
so
this at
dumb.
such a crazy price. And I was like, I guess it's like like comparative to the price that it's normally at in terms of when they get pissed. But I was
Yeah.
like, that's bullshit, man. It's like an 18-cent banana. Just be happy with it.
I tried because I was like, because you make money really slowly. Like honestly, like you're not making money fast. Cause like I just want to speed through these levels. Like it's anything that like anytime you play like a crafting game or like a survival game, it's like what's the fastest way to push past this to get to the more fun stuff in the late game?
Yeah.
Because what I wanted was to get to level like 5 or whatever where you get self checkout and I can stop
Yes.
fucking
Yeah.
buying change from people.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna make everything $1,000 and see if someone like one person buys something, and they did not, which is good because it means that
That would be really funny. That's a
it's
great
it's
idea,
working.
though. Yeah.
But I was like, because I mean, to me, the AI was totally random. Like people would walk in, I had everything I could possibly have stocked. They'd walk in, stare at stuff, and this was after because I raised the prices, right, like I said. Then I dropped all the prices to below the market value, and then people started buying stuff.
Yeah.
But people would still walk in, shake their heads, and walk out. And I'm like, I have literally everything in stock I could possibly have.
They just
And
didn't
you
like you. Yeah. No one gave a shit.
stop buying it. I was so annoyed. I was like, what? Like that, and then it prompted me to be like, what if I make everything expensive? Because it seems like there's no logic here.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
No one gave a shit for me unless it was the fruits that they really didn't like the prices of. But I mean, people loved buying their like $1.50 beers. I would too. Everything was super cheap in the stores.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Inflation
country.
has yet
Yeah.
to hit the void that they live in
People are
with
buying like
insane weather.
yeah.
Sorry.
I came outside. There was like a dust sandstorm going on. I was trying to get my
Sandstorm.
cabbages inside. I was like, what is happening? What the fuck? What the hell, man? Rain, sleet, or snow.
I was like, why is there dynamic weather when it doesn't affect anything? And okay, this brings me to my next point. Why is there even a day-night cycle when it doesn't affect when customers show up?
Yeah, I thought like maybe at night it would be less poppin', so you would have to like kind of close at night, get your shit together. But from what I noticed, I don't think there was a certain time of day that there was like a peak in customers.
No. You open your doors and it's just a steady stream of the same amount of people
Yeah.
constantly, which was really like it because it made no incentive to close and like work on your store. I did the same thing as you. I was like, well, I'll just leave my store open. And there's also it doesn't decentivize you. Like it doesn't punish you for having people wait in line. I had someone wait in line for 30 minutes and they didn't say shit. They just sat there like a bitch and fucking stared at me while I like stocked my shelves and I walked
Yeah,
over.
I had someone
and they didn't
wait.
say a word.
I had someone wait for a long time because I was in the back stocking shit and I didn't realize that they were like there. And I go and I check them out and they go, "Thanks for this fast checkout." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Cuck. They're all cucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say it did
absolutely
crack me up every single time. Someone would go, "I'll pay with card," and then they hand me a wad of bills.
No, that shit drove me crazy after the
Oh,
fifth time.
man.
I was so annoyed. I was like, can we just not, can we do some other thing? Like, even just like randomly generate sentences, like make a pool that they can say and at least make it accurate. I thought it was very funny for a little bit. And then I was like, after the 100th time, it was too much.
I liked when the guy would come in and just one of the guys, I guess, in like his fucking Bugatti or whatever. Everyone had a sports car for some
Oh my
reason.
God, yeah, they all drove Ferraris.
I'd like when he'd come in and he'd go, "This is just what I needed. Now this is all I need." And then he'd grab another item and go, "This is the only thing I needed here." And he'd grab another thing and go, "This was the only thing I needed here." And I'm like, what is it, man? Which one is it?
Did you see, did you read all the reviews?
No, I read some of them like last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago now, but
I was reading, like, once you get lower in the reviews, everyone's like, there's two factions, okay? There's two warring factions in the comments here. One faction, pro this game. Wow, this is this is so much more original and more fun than Supermarket Simulator.
yeah.
And then there's the Supermarket Simulator group who are all saying, this game is so unoriginal. How dare they steal from Supermarket Simulator? And I thought it was so funny. I was like, are we really doing this right now? Like, are you guys serious? You're arguing over which shitty simulator game is better or more original? I will say, this game is in early access right now. Like, it came out in March. And the dev has been updating it. Like even within the week we were playing, the game was
Yeah, he added
updated
a
with some
trash
patch notes.
compactor.
Yeah, so that might have been solved
It also
already.
looks like
I wouldn't be surprised.
a lot of the people reviewing say they just had a really fun time playing it with friends, and they have like 2 hours on record.
That makes sense. I mean, if you're not looking at it critically
Yeah,
in any way, shape, or form, like literally not at all, zero actual critique of this game, I could see how you would give it like a 5 out of 5. I had a good time fucking around with my friends.
yeah.
But
I
this is a hardcore critics website. This is an intense channel where we really take a microscope to these games.
I do think that they need employees.
Agreed. Do you have like? Did you come up with a list of things you wanted them to have?
No, they have a list though of things that they want to add when you load up the game, I'm pretty sure. There's like a whole list that scrolls in like the top right of the screen that's like things we're going to add, and it's like employees, shopping carts, like cleaning and stuff like that. And then it's like things we have added, dynamic weather. I'm like, why'd you add? We don't need
That didn't need to be first on
we
the
don't need
list.
blizzards and snowstorms and like we don't need tornadoes coming along the parking lot in our grocery store game. We need employees.
Especially when it doesn't affect anything at all.
I need an employee I can pay like 2 cents an hour to run in my store, fulfill my
Yeah.
power fantasy.
Just to give change to people so I don't have to sit there and listen to I'll pay with card and then have to count out 37 cents.
Man, I kind of loved giving change. It's like it reminded me of like elementary school like math tables.
Yeah, I can picture it where they would like the printed paper with like the coins on it.
Yeah, I just was like I was
Count it
just
out.
chugging through the change. I was going quick.
It reminded me of those things where people it's like the aiming trainers on PC. How you have to click
Yeah, I hear
the
ya.
circles that
Yeah,
show up. That's
yeah.
how I felt play. Like I felt like this game was improving my PC accuracy,
Hell yeah.
my mouse accuracy.
It was improving my
it was
brain accuracy.
fast as you possibly could click all the items
Yeah.
and then click all the change and get it out of there. I want to read just a quick list of things I want in this game, which some of them you've already said they want to add, but just really quickly, I just want to like list these things so people understand what isn't in the game also.
Yeah.
Employees would have been awesome. I want to see sales forecasts and sales metrics. Like the only metric you have is what's on the shelf.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to see what's selling. I wanted seasonal demand. Like there should be an actual day-night cycle. There should be a season. There's weather. There should be like a seasonal cycle. If it's cold out, people should be buying beans. If it's hot out, people should be buying like fucking sunscreen. I
Are
don't
beans
know.
a cold food?
Well, you can up. I was just thinking, what's the only warm food I was selling?
It's getting
Beans.
winter. Better buy some beans.
Blizzard.
Honey,
Better
what's the weather
drive
out?
my Ferrari to the store and buy some baked beans.
Honey, what's the weather? It's 40 degrees. Go get me some beans.
Let's see. Customer variation. I would love to see like regulars or like maybe some like asshole customers who are like, you don't have this. Like, I'm upset. I'm gonna write a bad review. Like something like that because the dialogue was the same across all of them.
I'll say to that, I think it'd be cool if they had customers that had specific wants. So like if like some like sleazy guy with like a white tank top and like a beer gut came in, he would just buy like 20 beers and that's it.
Yes, that'd be so good. Like that kind of stuff would make it a lot more fun because then you kind of have characters in the game.
Yeah, let me
less
get
than just,
regulars.
like, avatars. Yes, regulars. Awesome. I wanted a competitor store. Like I would have loved a store like next door,
like a chum
and-
bucket.
Like yeah. I want a Krusty Krab and a Chum Bucket relationship where like you are actively like warring to get the most customers with this other store.
Now hear me out. That's what they should add to co-op.
Yes, that's the other thing is I think even when we were talking about co-op last week's episode, I think I mentioned offhandedly that it would be awesome if we could compete with each other.
Yeah.
Which is not the case.
And like you're like price gouging to steal customers from the
It's
other
so good,
person.
And you're like actively losing money, but you're just doing it to fuck with the economy. Yeah, it would
Hey
be
everyone,
awesome.
it's 32 degrees out. My beans are 20 cents cheaper than his beans.
Which, I mean, once again, that brings it back to seasonal demand. If there's seasonal demand, you could do that to get customers in the door,
Yeah.
which would be awesome. I wanted to get robbed. That would have been
Oh,
sick.
That's
The
pretty
guy
cool.
comes in, holds a gun up to you, takes
Yeah.
all the money in the cash register. That'd be sick.
So when I first started, I put one of my shelves. Like I bought like a mini shelf and I put it up at the front as like a display shelf where I put beans and an apple oatmeal so people knew what to expect when they go to the store. Uh,
Yep.
and there was a lady or something that like walked down the aisle, picked up like some beans, picked up some oatmeal, walked past my register, walked out the door, and I was like, she just fucking stole. And I was going to go chase after her. She walked up to the window from outside and grabbed another thing of like oatmeal from my display case through the window and then walked back inside to pay.
What are you looking for? Aloha vibes, I hear ya. Yes, yes. Hey! Hey! Hey, motherfucker! Oh, okay, okay. Okay, alright, alright.
Just these.
Hey, yeah, no worries. You're welcome.
So
Oh my God.
I almost thought someone was stealing. I was like, oh, they do have
Yeah.
theft in this. And I was like, oh, no, they don't. But yeah, they should give you like a baseball bat with a nail in it or something for...
Yeah, or like you should be like hire security, like
Yeah.
and like be able to get like metal detectors and stuff at the door.
You should be able to like shoot someone and then have to argue in the court of law if it was a valid
If
form of
Self-defense.
retaliation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
They
Were you
should just
able to
add
take
that.
stuff off? It's making an FPS. Were you able to take stuff off the shelves?
Yeah, if you have a box that can hold the same stuff, you can take it
Oh.
back off.
But those
Yeah.
are my wants, just at a base level.
Yeah, what about your needs though? You
Like-
know?
Those aren't my needs. The needs are though actually like sales metrics. Like I need to have sales metrics. I need to have seasonality, and I need to be able to have like start forecasting, because that is, I mean, that's what management is. Right now, I want it to be a genuine management sim of a grocery store, and those are
Yeah.
all things that are involved in grocery stores that are very important. And I might be skewed sideways because my job is scheduling and looking at forecasts,
Yeah.
so I'm expecting those things, but that would have made it a lot more engaging for me. Do you have anything that you feel I left out? Anything else you'd want to be in this game?
I think you touched on a lot of it. I'd like an easier way to throw away the trash of boxes that you
Yes.
have.
Yep.
Like maybe you could hire like a janitor. I think employees, even if it's not just like a cashier employee, like you get someone that's whole job is like stocking, or someone that's whole job like cleaning up all the boxes that you leave behind in your hundreds of orders, things like that. Maybe like being able to actually set a schedule for your store and say we're open X to Y hours, and when you're not open, you don't have to just like sit in your store. Let me buy a home. Let me drive home, you know.
I mean, maybe not the home part, but definitely the hours part would be awesome.
Let me get a wife.
And when you and when you close the store, people should fucking leave the store. Also,
Yeah, I closed the
Which-
store and people are still trying to finish their last orders. I'm like, that's rude. That's bad etiquette.
as someone who worked at Target as security, that was the most accurate part of this entire game.
Yeah.
You close the store, someone will stand at the cash register for 20 minutes waiting for you to check them out, as you just say you need to leave.
Well, are you ready to give this game a big old score?
Yes. Yes, I am. I feel very confident in my score, even though I only played about 2.5 hours.
Is your
that okay
score
with you?
higher or lower than the hours you played?
It is, it actually started lower. And with that, my score for Grocery Store Simulator is 3 cans of beans out of 10.
Wow. You love to see it.
Yeah. You
It's
love to
higher
see
than I
it, which-
thought. Higher than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I think a game is above a 1 if it works. And this game does work.
Fair.
It's not fun. I found it mind-numbing. But I found it, okay, that's a lie. I found it fun for like 20 minutes. I think that there's like a framework here that can be fun. People clearly enjoy it. So there's something there which brought it to like a 2 for me.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if this isn't great reviewing etiquette, but I think because it's an early access game and it was being updated even while we were playing it.
It
And
gives a
seeing-
point for an attentive dev that is working on it.
Yes, like
I see.
honestly, like someone who actually like there's someone who cares about this game and is like trying.
Yeah.
And I think you can kind of feel that in a weird way. Like it's clearly like not someone like the best work on the planet, but someone's working on this, someone cares about this, and I think enough of that comes through to bump it up a point. Like
Yeah.
it's not totally soulless. Like if this game was like made by like big grocery store, just trying to
If it was
push
like a
big grocery store.
yeah.
If this was Safeway Simulator and it was just
Yeah,
trash, I
yeah.
would be like, okay, you get
Then
a
it'd be
2 out
like,
of
this
10.
is a 1 out of 10. Okay, 2 out of 10. 2 out of
Yeah,
10.
2 out of 10 because it works and there's something there. But yeah, so because there's a dev that cares, 3 out of 10, 3 cans of beans out of 10.
I'm gonna give this game like 2.5 apple cinnamon oatmeals out of 10.
We're doing halves?
I'm doing a half.
Whoa, that's crazy. I didn't know that was allowed.
I'll allow whatever I want. It's my
Yeah, no,
score.
fuck it, dude.
I'll
Yeah,
rate
you
it.
do
I'll
whatever
rate
you
it
want.
5 apples out of oatmeals. Not even a number. It wouldn't
Yeah,
make
I mean,
sense, but I
there's
could
no
do
rules
it.
here.
Yeah.
We're not sanctioned.
Anyway.
Metacritic isn't counting these scores. You can do whatever you want.
Anyway, if I had to rate it after the first 30 minutes I played, I'd probably give it like a 5. But
Mhm.
the more I realize there's absolutely nothing in the game, the less I enjoy it for sure.
Yet another indie dev sunk like the Titanic.
Yeah, Feck Games is going under. Now,
Yeah. Are you ready to find out what game we're playing next week?
hell yeah. I'm ready to
Yeah?
uninstall this game.
The game that I chose for this week is called Helix. Hylics.
Is it number 1 or number 2?
The one I'm looking at does not have a number next to it.
Okay, it's number 1 then. From 2015.
From 2015.
Holy cow.
Yeah, dog. It looks crazy.
A recreational program with light JRPG elements.
Uh-huh.
What is this?
It looks so crazy. I don't know how to describe the visuals for like an audio listener.
It's
It is very much
psychedelic.
like it's psychedelic. It almost has a claymation vibe to it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of something that like as a kid you would see on Adult Swim like late at night.
It's like, you know,
And
the
you'd just be
fucked
like,
up
what the fuck?
the fucked up frames of Flapjack.
Yeah, but
Or
it's
like
the whole
Chowder.
game of
Or not Chowder, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
that. Very much Courage the Cowardly Dog code.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One of the lines of text from this game. I think I can hear a TV behind this wall. If I had dynamite, I could break through. So this is the afterlife.
yeah.
Feel free to crash on the couch.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for the offer.
There was one in the trailer where it's Wayne employs the wall of meat is a move you can use in the like Pokemon like combat that there is in this game.
This shit's fucked up, man.
I can't wait to
I'll
play
tell you
this
what,
goddamn thing.
I'm not playing this sober.
You gotta be high. If I still smoked, I would definitely get
Yeah.
stoned for this guy.
Okay.
We hope you enjoyed our review. 3 cans of beans out of 10 and 2.5 apple cinnamon oatmeals out of 10. It's a game. If you're really into simulators or just want to fuck around with some friends for a little bit, I'd pick it up if it's on sale. But other than that, I'd wait a little while for the dev to add to it. Make sure there's employees before you pick this up.
If it's not on sale,
But-
you don't got buddies, treat it like a can of beans in the summer. You know what I mean?
And leave that thing on the shelf.
Yeah.
But we hope you at least enjoyed the video or the podcast, wherever you're listening to us or watching us. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week. We're reviewing Helix, Hylics. Looks dope. So definitely tune in. I really recommend flipping over to YouTube for that one, or at least like searching on Steam to check out what this game is, because it looks wild.
Yeah.
But we hope to see you next week. And seriously, it feels weird asking. This is our first time doing it, but please do like and subscribe and like comment and give 5-star ratings on podcast services and such. It is pretty cool. It genuinely feels very nice to see people enjoy us and enjoy hanging out with us.
Feed our egos.
It really feed the egos. I'm realizing my mental health depends on validation from others. So please provide me that, or else I will spiral. Okay, and once again, let me reiterate, we are on all podcast services now, which is sick. Just look up Game Serial, you'll find us. We're ditching the indie roulette name, too complicated. Game Serial. Look it up, you'll find us. We got new cover art, it's fucking sick. We got a new intro song, it's fucking sick. Just keep with us, we're improving this thing every week, so we appreciate your time and faith in us. that
Whoa,
will lead
throwback
you the
to
light.
last week's episode.
Faith.
Whoa.
I'm sipping a Corona. I went to the beach and I went and bought a sofa. Pearls on her neck and I ain't talking about boba. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm a Jedi like Yoda. This one goes out to all my guys with the medium soda and the medium fries. Talking about a Cooper and I ain't talking slide. Sliding in an Uber, got some 5 guys.